All right, say hi to Ben.
Hey.
What?
Don't forget about Shiloh.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Hey Shiloh. Accept the train. Oh man. What's going on, guys?
Welcome to beautiful Hatboro.
Beautiful Hatboro. Bring it in.
Oh no, group hug.
Big hug.
Food. Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah. Check it out. Hey guys. Alright, what up guys? So that was like a little montage, some of the things I've been doing since I've been home. Oh, yeah, it's been nice. Been home for, I think it's been 2 weeks, 3, I don't know, 2.5. So I got some questions here. Thank you for sending them in. You guys sent a whole bunch. That was awesome. Also getting some questions from friends and family in the area and such as well. So it's going to be a 2 or 3-parter. We'll see how it goes. And I'm looking at the comments and I'm just gonna kind of pick at random here. So let's see. Question number 1. What comes after the coaching gig? Let's see. So that's kind of a bunch of questions there with like the will there be more videos? Kind of what am I doing next? Am I going anywhere else? Let's see. So next is I am going to go to Colombia in South America. I've been always wanting to learn Spanish. I want to be eventually a very fluent Spanish speaker, and at the very least my goal this time around, being in Colombia shortly, is to be proficient, in able to get around, able to carry intermediate conversations and things like that. So I'm going to Colombia. There is a yoga hostel, vegan permaculture farm outside, 2 hours outside of Medellin, which is a very popular tourist city. I believe it's in northern Colombia. So I spoke with the owner there, and she is going to have me on for 2 weeks, and we will see if I can continue on from there. Ideally, I might even be able to teach English. I might be able to teach meditation and yoga. I might be able to hold retreats. I'm going to learn more about farming and cooking. So it's all quite awesome and wonderful. The website, if you want to check it out, is, I believe, Eco Hostel Medellin or Medellin.com. And the reason I'm going to Colombia, you might ask, why Colombia? I've met quite a few South American Spanish speakers, and I asked them, where should I go to learn Spanish? And they've all of them agree, go to Colombia. It has the best accent, and if you don't have one, it's great to start fresh in Colombia. So that's where I'm going to go. That's what's up next. Yay! And in the meantime, I'm going to be hanging out in Horsham. I'm going to be working on the Insightful Self website. I'm going to be recording some meditations. I'm going to be actually teaching some online classes with my friends. She has some kind of social media platform. She asked me to give some 30 to 60 minute kind of teachings on my philosophies, life coaching, meditation, mindfulness stuff. So anyway, all of that's happening. It's really fun and exciting and wonderful. Do another one. Did the AT change you in any way? So the AT, did it change me in any way? I'm going to say the space that I received on the AT really helped me kind of collect my thoughts, helped me organize all of the information that I've been learning and indulging in and growing from in the past 7 years. Since I've quit my old computer science career and began traveling. I was supposed to be 3 months, and we're 7 years later. So yeah, it helped me kind of coagulate everything. And in talking to people on the trail, it helped me have greater belief in myself as a coach, as a teacher. It helped me feel more confident in the knowledge that I have and the value that exists within it, and in imparting it to willing listeners. That's always been a struggle for me, a little bit of self-doubt. I have a lot of, I have this confidence in myself that I'm capable of doing anything if I put myself into it, but I also have this doubt of who am I to teach, who am I to impart knowledge, who am I, I'm the same as everyone else. And so that's always been an obstacle for me to overcome. And I think the trail has, helped me level up a little bit, in this area. So thanks for your question, Eric. Did I find the trail complementary to developing mindfulness? This one comes from Chris. Thank you for your question, Chris. Did I find the trail complementary to developing mindfulness? Yeah, 100%. When you're out there, you got nothing to do. If you're not listening to anything and you're not with anybody and you're just walking in silence, or even if you're singing to yourself out loud, you're just with your thoughts and you're with space. So just naturally you are practicing mindfulness of some kind, or meditation of some kind, even if it's not purposeful. It's still a little bit of meditation. What makes it more mindfulness is when it's purposeful, when you are purposely staying present with whatever's happening for you. So maybe you're focusing on your steps, or maybe you're really focusing on what sounds you're hearing, and or what sights you're seeing, or you're allowing whatever comes into your consciousness to be there, become aware of it, allow the next thing to take place, but you're with what's happening. Or you're purposely with your thoughts, and that's also mindfulness. And so you're naturally kind of meditating out there, but what makes it more mindfulness is when you're very purposeful in your attention. So yes, very much so. The trail is so complementary to mindfulness. I don't know where my future's going, but I do see hiking excursions as being part of it. I don't know what you call them, but group outings where I teach meditation and mindfulness and hiking and camping and maybe survival tactics. And I want that to be something that I do, and that's a very accurate perception there. Are there sections of the trail you want to revisit? And yes. Sections that come straight to mind, I want to revisit. I want to do the beginning of my trip this time again with with my dad and uncle, if that can ever happen, because it's just that awesome rocky section with Island Pond and all those like very, very flat section with all the rocks, and you're on these rocks and you get views all day long, and you cut that up into 5-mile chunks, and it's very doable. And so I would love to be able to do that again with my dad and uncle. And then other places, like doing the Whites again, but also, branching off of the AT and exploring what the Whites have to offer, outside of the AT, and the more rugged regions would be wonderful. And going back to the Smokies, I really enjoyed the Smokies, and again, that's a park I want to explore the side trails a lot more. I want to see what's available on those side trails. I bet it's remarkable and wonderful and remote and adventurous. So that's definitely it. And then McAfee's Knob, doing the triple crown, triple gem, Triple Crown, I think, of Virginia. I would love to do Dragon's Tooth again. I would love to be able to get there for sunset and to have a beautiful sunrise at Dragon's Tooth. I had super clouds at McAfee's Knob, so it'd be awesome to get there for a sunrise and to have, you know, a gorgeous view. And then with the Tinker Cliffs, it would be awesome to see. I believe it's a sunset there. I think that's a sunset, so it would be great to see that again. But that 20-mile section is unbelievable, and I want to do that with some friends who enjoy hiking. But yeah, great question. We'll do 2 more from Andrew. Thank you for your questions, Andrew. So how to stay motivated to push through the sucky days? Well, let's see. That's a good question. And yeah, it's all in your head. What's sucky? What's sucky? Something sucky for you isn't necessarily sucky to someone else. Easy comparison with food is, you know, lots of people eat crickets, lots of people eat ants and mealworms and, you know, monkey brain. Maybe not lots of people eat monkey brain, but lots of people eat crickets and they love it and it tastes good and they want it. They eat the scorpions, they eat fish eyes, and it's something that they want, they enjoy, they fight over. You know, there's only so many fish eyes to go around. But I think that's disgusting because it's unusual, it's unfamiliar, and I've been taught that that's gross. But if I was taught that that was delicious and yummy, I would think differently. And that can change if I choose to make that change in myself and in my mind. Depending on how deep in there it is, it could be pretty challenging. So it's all in your head. What makes something sucky is this idea that I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, and you're repeating this to yourself, some maybe very consciously and maybe subconsciously. And when you're saying that over and over again, it makes the suffering greater and it makes the suckiness more. I remember this year I was on trail. I had I don't know, I assume it's rained like that before, but it was literally every day and or night it was raining for 4 weeks straight. I mean, it's so hard to believe that that was true, but I remember saying it when it happened and I believe it was true. But every time I say it now, I second guess myself. It's like, it couldn't have rained every day, but I'm pretty confident that it rained every day in July when I was going through Connecticut and Massachusetts. And maybe not every day, but every night or day. There were days when I was able to stay rain dry, and then at night it would rain on my tent, and nothing would ever be dry. I would put on wet socks every single day for 4 weeks or longer, and I would walk and trudge through mud, you know, almost every day during that time, and it was just wet shoes and wet socks all day, every day, and I had to stop to air out my feet to prevent blisters and things like that. And that could have been really sucky, right? I mean, it wasn't the nicest thing, but it didn't stop me from enjoying the hike. I just accepted this is what hiking is. The AT, what they tell you, is 50% rain. So I know when I'm hiking the AT, I'm going to be wet. My feet are going to be wet. I'm just going to do my best to prevent the potential problems that can exist when I'm dealing with wetness. And you know, for 2 weeks I did really well. The 3rd week I was like getting annoyed. And the 4th week I was like, come on, come on already. But I would catch myself and I would say, oh, it's like, I'm still doing really well. I focus on the positive things. I wasn't getting blisters. I was taking care of myself. I enjoy the rain on my tent. I find it peaceful when it's not, you know, leaking or dripping into my sleeping area. So that's kind of an indirect answer. How to stay motivated to push through the sucky days is to just acknowledge that, to accept it, and to notice the nice parts about what's happening. It's okay to feel that it's sucky, and you can do your part in dealing with it to make it better. And it also helps to know that better days are coming. So thank you for your question, and I hope that wasn't too much. And I'll do one more from Andrew. So, I kind of talked about how to motivate yourself to put on frozen socks. I haven't had to deal with frozen, only a few nights or mornings that I have frozen socks. But it's really just accepting it again. It's kind of similar to what we just spoke about. It's a not fighting it. When you're saying, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, it just makes it that much worse. When you say, okay, frozen socks, I'll just put them on, I'll start walking, and they're gonna get warmer because I'm moving and I'm walking. So I would, put them on last, and then once they're on, make sure you start moving to get that blood flowing and to get yourself going. It also helps to do, I like to do like a little bit of like light exercise to help build body temperature. So just like push-ups, or even knee push-ups, or do some core exercises, some planks or something in your tent if you can. And then if you can't do that, then you can put on your socks when they're freezing and you haven't moved too much. But then when you get out, you can start doing some light running in place, or you do high knees, or some jumping jacks, or just like pretend jump rope, and you try to just get yourself moving, get yourself warm. And then as you start hiking, it's okay. So I hope that helps. So thanks guys, I'm gonna do another one. We got plenty more questions here, thanks to you, and we'll do some special guest questions for my friends and families and stuff. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoy this stuff, like the video. It really helps get more viewers. If you subscribe, that's awesome. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm. So have a great day, and I will see you next time.